Hey there, Avra here with Cami. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how we can take any assignment, any activity or worksheet that you have and bring it into Cami. Here, we're at the Cami dashboard. We got here by clicking on the Google Chrome extension for Cami. You can also open up a new tab and type in cami.app, cami.app, and hit enter, and the dashboard will open. From here, you can see that we can open files from a variety of locations. Anything stored in cloud storage like Google Drive or OneDrive can easily be brought into Cami. Additionally, if you have anything on your computer, you can simply click and then select the file that you want to use. Then we'll choose Open. Here you can see that the activity or worksheet has been loaded into Cami. That's one option. The other option to know exists is Google Drive. If you're already in your Google Drive, you can simply right-click on any of your files, choose Open With, and then choose Annotate with Cami. The same thing happens, the file opens. Once you've loaded your activity into Cami, you have the option to be able to add scaffolds for your students. While this is not a requirement, it can be an excellent way to add support for students. Let's take a look at the comment tool here on the left-hand side. The comment tool has different options, including text, voice, video, and screen capture. Let's take a quick look at what the voice comment can do. This is an audio recorder, so all we have to do is click on the page and a little dot will appear. Then it will start recording us. At this point, we can either read the instructions that are on the page, or we can speak conversationally to students to give them tips and tricks for being successful. Let's take a look. Draw a tree diagram to show the hierarchy of terms below. So listen, guys, what you want to do is think about the fact that you're organizing these shapes from the biggest category to the smallest. Just an example of what might be possible. And the neat thing is that this little dot can be moved anywhere. So you can have several that explain different parts of the assignment to students. Over here on the right-hand side, Cami's giving us a quick reminder that this file hasn't been uploaded to Google Drive yet. All I have to do is hit Save to Google Drive, and now it exists in my Google Drive. This audio recording that we've created attaches itself to the document. And then when you use Google Classroom to create a copy for each student will now get the activity and any scaffolds that exist in the margin. Now, how are we going to push this into Google Classroom? It's very simple. We're going to head up to the top right of the screen and use the Share button, this purple button right here. When we click, we immediately get the option to assign to students in Google Classroom. We can come over and choose this Create Assignment button. Here, we can put the name of the assignment. We often suggest that teachers not use the instructions here in Google Classroom. We've already created instructions within the document, and it's always best if the instructions can be as close to the learning and the practice as possible. Students being able to just listen to instructions or read instructions on an assignment is easier than moving back and forth between Google Classroom and their assignment. The file is already loaded into Google Classroom, and Make a Copy for each student is selected by default. So at this point, all you need to do is come up and choose the correct class, choose your points, your due date, and your topic like you normally would. It is important to note that we have the option to control the features in Cami. This feature control allows us as teachers to select the tools that we want students to use on this assignment. We'll go into more depth in a different video, but just know that you can turn on all of the tools in Kami, or if there are any that are not applicable for the assignment, they can be turned off. Lastly, we'll hit Assign down here at the bottom right corner. This now will make a copy for each student. And next, we'll take a look at what it looks like for our students. Now, this is a student view. The student will simply come to the assignment and click, and from there, he or she will choose Open with Kami. The assignment loads in a new tab, and the tools that have been selected by the teacher will appear on the left-hand side, and the scaffolds that the teacher has created will appear here on the right-hand side. In subsequent videos, we'll take a look at how students will dive in and do this work in Kami. We'll take a look at the built-in supports that our tools provide for students. One last thing to mention in this video is that while students are working, as well as after they've turned in their assignment, teachers can open up the assignment and come down and choose Open Class View, or simply choose Open with Kami. When they do this, every student's assignment will appear on a horizontal page, and teachers will be able to scroll back and forth to see how students are doing, to give them feedback along the way, or after they've turned in their assignment. So you can see, if we scroll back and forth, we can see each student as they're working. If this student were to type something on the page, that work will appear in real time. This can be an awesome way for teachers to give feedback to students. They can do that through a voice comment or a text comment. They can also record their physical environment using the video comment, or they could record the screen. This also happens in real time. So you can see as soon as that teacher puts a text comment onto the page, it appears for students. This may not be necessary if you're in the classroom with your students, but all of the comments in Kami are an awesome way to create timely, authentic feedback. This environment is called Class View. You can also put your points up for each student, and you can return the students' work to them. So this is basically Google Classroom features here in Kami, but you also have all of the features of Kami. So if you wanted to, you could give students feedback in fun ways, like digital stickers, or you could grab the drawing tool and mark up the page. The possibilities are truly endless. If you have any questions about how to create assignments in Kami, or how to give feedback, or do anything that I've shown today, we hope that you won't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always here. We're excited to help you help your students. Thanks so much for watching.